Welcome to Expedition Sea Nest. Join us in this episode as we pull up anchor and look for a new mooring as predicted winds change direction. And as it turned out, we were able to enjoy a magnificent day exploring Georgian Bay on our kayaks. Stay tuned to see what we found.
So I got the motor's running.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is we're going to run this one back to you so we can't slip backwards.
So the goal here is to not go back.
Yeah. So I'm going to give this to you. Right, hold that tight. I think we can slip backwards a little bit.
Yep, no, yes. I would not be good. There.
Can you push off the stern if we're getting close?
Yep. We're good.
Started out so small, we drank and then we talked. She got to know me, I got to know her, and suddenly it's war, then peace all on and off. She's getting to me, I'm getting to her. Here's what I've been thinking, here's what I would do when two people are sinking. You should get
We're moving to a new anchorage because of the wind. And I thought I had time to cook breakfast, but I didn't, so I just threw some things down on the ground, so I thought that they would be out of the way. But when people go out of the boat, putting your frying pan on the ground in front of the door is not a good spot.
I stepped in the in the spinach. Now I got spinach between my toes.
I am ready to roll. I'm just waiting for this last little thing to upload, and then we can go for a paddle.
Well, I've got the kayaks are pretty much ready. You got your chariot awaits.
Pretty smooth, hey?
Not bad.
I have to say, getting into a kayak and out of a kayak is makes a person feel pretty spastic.
Well, you want to see spastic? Watch me get in. Oh boy.
I've been looking forward to this all day.
Wow, it's supposed to thunderstorm today. Look what we got. Sunshine, calming conditions. It was a windy night.
Mm-hmm. Sure was. Nicely done.
It's not the way you're supposed to do it, but I really couldn't give a damn.
Hey, it works. All right, let's head out. The day started off beautiful, and then the wind really picked up. So we switched our mooring to another side of the island, and we changed our plans. And then this afternoon, the wind laid down completely, so we decided to go for a kayak on the outer islands, and it's absolutely beautiful here. Michael's doing some fishing out there. You can still see his little head, possibly, late in the afternoon. It's a perfect afternoon for a kayak. So we made the best of the day. We'll go searching for treasures another day.
Wow, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That's fresh bear poo.
How do you know it's fresh?
It's dripping.
Well, honey, you know how you can tell when it's really fresh?
No.
When the bear's standing over it.
No, that's really fresh bear poo.
Oh yeah, that's fresh
He's
bear.
been eating berries for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, blueberries.
Yeah, and red, something red there too, which I guess is unripe blue. A lot of blueberries.
Well, we know which bear that came from.
Yeah.
We just found that bear.
So he swam right across the, is that a mink or a bird in there? Little black thing. That's a bird. And I saw something swimming across this little divide, and I thought it was bigger than a mink, black, but smaller than a bear. So I called to Michael and I said, I think there's something swimming across there. Could have been a rock, but it was moving. So he said, is it a bear? And I said, no, it's too small for a bear. And then sure enough, when it got out of the water, it was a little bear. And we followed it along the shoreline and watched it eat berries, and then we were able to film it some more, and it was so cool. Highlight of the day for sure. You just never know what you're gonna see. You go out thinking, oh, let's just film some rocks, and then you see a bear. I don't know what I would have done if I had just come through there now and that bear swam across right in front of me. I probably would have screamed or something.
That might have been your poop sitting on those rocks.
Might have been my poop. In my kayak. I'm just thinking about how when you go out for those kinds of paddles with no expectations, how wonderful it is when magic happens or nature shows up in a way that you had completely not expected it to show up. You see a little mink or you see a little bear like we did just now, and I tell you, that's what it's all about.
Wow, it really makes you feel like the world is still right. There goes a mink right there. The girls, look at, there's a mink right there, running down that shore. He's right by those dead trees on the water, between the two rocks.
Yeah.
You see, there he is, there he is.
Yeah.
I don't think
Why don't you paddle down there?
Huh?
Paddle down there and see if you can get him on the film.
He won't let me get close.
Well, it's worth a try. Give it to me, then I'll do it.
All right.
I was patient, and I just kind of hovered in there hoping that it would come back out again, and it did come out.
Well, I think you almost got it.
I did. I think they must be hunting for crayfish. They just go down all along the shoreline, up and down, and then run along the rocks.
Yeah.
And then there's spots where you find the bones of the crayfish, so they must nibble away at them and have their dinner and then look for more, I guess.
Well, I wonder if they eat the clams too, because I see
Yeah.
clams that are discarded clam shells.
More than likely. Wow, a bear, a mink. What next?
Skunk ape?
Skunk ape, Sasquatch.
Whatever.
So I pre-warmed the Omnia pot and greased it a little bit. Put a little bit of egg into each cup. Not a lot for the third one. Oh well. Bit of ham. And you basically have little tiny quiches ready to go, bite-sized quiches ready to go.
Good. Yeah, we're good.
So, whip up the eggs like an omelet, add the milk and the seasonings, chop up the ham, and I added a bit of cheese, and then you let the heat from the little cook stove go up through the center of the Omnia pot, preheat it, put the lid on, and then it's circulating through to cook. I think these avocados would be perfect as well. I'm going to add one of those for each of us. Perfectly ripe. Let's see if that one's done. Very cheesy. Yep. It's the cheese on the top that's deceiving, but it's done. The little one's done. The other ones I think I might leave on for a minute longer, because they're a little thicker. Mmm. With a cherry tomato chaser. That's good. Wow. These ones, I filled a little more and I thought that might have been a mistake, but look at that. That's like a little souffle. Like a little egg souffle. That's so cool. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And they just pop right out.
Here's my other job, and this is a piece of 3/8 pressure treated plywood that I have cut to fit in here, but I gave it a bit of space around it so that I can actually open this if I need to get into the bottom to get to the bilge pumps, and also to clean up underneath there. And you can see I've added a couple of angles, aluminum angles here, to prevent any equipment on here from sliding around and shearing off something like this strainer. I have two strainers in here, so I definitely don't want any damage done to that stuff. That would be really bad. And the plan is to move this. Here's a fuel filter, water separator right here, and where it's sitting is right in the way of me storing more stuff. So I'm going to take, actually I'm not going to use this one. I want to be able to see if there's any water in it, so I'm going to install a different fuel water separator system, and it's going to be mounted here. I don't want anything to pour down into the area where the fuel tank is. So I'm going to have it still that it's over here, but if I have to drain the bottom of it, it's going to come into this area and not into where my fuel tank is. I definitely don't want anything going in there. So that's the plan. It'll be easier to work on, but I want it out of here so that I can get some more equipment in here. You can hear that. That's the bilge pumps that go on and off. They sometimes keep me up at night. Anyway, so that's that plan right there, and I'm just going to put some of these things in right now. I'll show you how it fits. So I have my little Honda 2200 generator that I want to get in here. And this box, actually, that it's in is designed to sit on the back swim platform, and so there can be water that there's waves that can go right over the swim platform. So I've designed this box with an exhaust hole in it here, and this is the lowest hole in this box. So if there's water coming over it, it can't get to my generator, and it's nice. It actually gives me space to store my my cables and other things. And I want to keep this as back as far as I can, because there seems to be a lot of weight gathering in there. So I put this piece of wood between that piece of aluminum angle in there, and that'll prevent it. I gotta cut a proper piece. And then I have this. Now this is the reason why I want to move that fuel filter, because this is a tough, tight fit with that in the way. And this is my spare anchor. So that's going to go in there like that. Then I actually have room for putting a bucket with all the cleaning supplies and what have you. That can go in there. I can throw ropes in there. I can do whatever I want in here. So there, so that gives me a lot. That's one of the main reasons why, main reason maybe not, but definitely one of the reasons why we like this boat is there's all this storage. Last but not, well actually it is least, this one here has got all my batteries. It's got my cranking battery for the outboard, it's got the thruster, and it's got the 2 house batteries. And in here, there's storage in here. I can put my barbecue in here. I won't put the propane tanks in here. I've disposable. The propane tanks are in here. See, I've got them sitting in there in that plastic container, and that's where I'm going to keep that. And in here, you can see I've got the fenders are sitting in there, and you can put 2 fenders in there. Maybe you could probably put 3 in there, but there's at least 2 can go in there. And there's the other 2 lockers have actually the same, if not more, storage than this. So it's really handy to have all this storage.
As you can see here, storage is a big deal on a little boat. Leave some comments in the section below and let us know what your secrets are to storage on board a boat. Please like and subscribe if you have a minute.